Greetings, fellow travelers. Are you looking for a budget-friendly escape to the Caribbean? Well, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we're going to show you how to plan the ultimate cheap Caribbean getaway. The Caribbean is home to some of the world's most stunning beaches, vibrant culture, and delicious food. But let's be honest, it can be an expensive destination to visit. However, with a little bit of planning and creativity, you can enjoy the Caribbean's many treasures without breaking the bank. So, where do you start? Well, that's what we're here for. In this video, we'll be sharing our top tips and tricks for finding affordable flights, accommodations, and activities in the Caribbean. Whether you're looking for a romantic getaway or a family-friendly adventure, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and get ready to plan the ultimate cheap Caribbean getaway with us. Let's dive in. Welcome to our channel. If you're watching this video, chances are you're dreaming of a Caribbean vacation. And who can blame you? With its crystal clear waters, white sandy beaches, and tropical climate, the Caribbean is the perfect destination for a relaxing getaway. But we understand that vacations can be expensive, and the Caribbean is no exception. That's why we've put together this video to show you how to plan a cheap Caribbean vacation without sacrificing any of the fun or relaxation. In this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know to plan the ultimate budget-friendly Caribbean vacation. We'll start by discussing why choosing a cheap Caribbean vacation is a great idea, then we'll move on to some practical tips for finding affordable flights, accommodations, and activities. Next, we'll share some strategies for saving money on food and drink, which can be a major expense during any vacation. And finally, we'll wrap things up with a summary of our main points and some final thoughts. So whether you're a budget-conscious traveler, a student on a shoestring, or just someone looking for an affordable way to enjoy the Caribbean, this video is for you. So let's get started. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of how to plan a cheap Caribbean vacation, let's talk about why you should consider this option in the first place. The Caribbean is one of the most popular vacation destinations in the world, and it's not hard to see why. With its clear blue waters, white sandy beaches, and warm tropical climate, it's the perfect place to relax and recharge. But let's face it, a Caribbean vacation can also be expensive. That's why choosing a budget-friendly option can be a great idea. Not only will it save you money, but it can also help you to have a more authentic experience. By choosing to travel on a budget, you'll be more likely to interact with locals, try new foods, and discover hidden gems that you might otherwise miss. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that you're getting the most out of your hard-earned money. So whether you're a student on a tight budget, a family looking to save money, or just someone who wants to have a more authentic Caribbean experience, choosing a cheap Caribbean vacation is a great option. And in the next section, we'll show you how to do it. Now that we've discussed the benefits of choosing a budget-friendly Caribbean vacation, let's get into the practical details of how to plan one. One of the biggest expenses of any vacation is airfare, but there are plenty of ways to save money on flights to the Caribbean. First, be flexible with your travel dates. Flights can be significantly cheaper if you're willing to travel on weekdays or during off-peak season. Use flight search engines like Skyscanner, Kayak or Google Flights to compare prices for different dates and times. Another tip is to book your flights well in advance. The earlier you book, the more likely you are to get a good deal. Also, consider flying into a nearby airport and then taking a shuttle or bus to your final destination. This can often be cheaper than flying directly into the major airports. Finally, be sure to sign up for email alerts from airlines and travel agencies. They often send out notifications about special deals and promotions, which can be a great way to save money on airfare. By following these tips and strategies, you can save a significant amount of money on flights to the Caribbean. In the next section, we'll talk about how to find budget-friendly accommodations. When it comes to activities in the Caribbean, it's easy to get caught up in expensive tourist traps. But there are plenty of affordable and authentic experiences to be had as well. In this section, we'll give you an overview of some of the best cost-effective activities in the Caribbean. One of the best ways to enjoy the local culture and attractions is by taking a walking tour. Many Caribbean cities and towns offer guided tours that showcase the area's history, architecture, and culture. This can be a great way to learn about the destination and get some exercise at the same time. Another cost-effective activity is to visit local markets and festivals. This is a great way to experience the local culture and try new foods without spending a fortune. Plus, you can often find unique souvenirs to bring back home. For the outdoor enthusiasts, there are plenty of budget-friendly activities to enjoy as well. Snorkeling, hiking, and kayaking are all popular activities in the Caribbean that don't require a lot of money. Many beaches also offer free or low-cost activities like volleyball or paddleboarding. And finally, don't forget to simply relax and enjoy the natural beauty of the Caribbean. Many beaches and parks are free to visit and offer stunning views and serene environments. Sometimes the best activities are the simplest ones. By following these tips and choosing cost-effective activities, you can have an amazing Caribbean vacation without breaking the bank. And in the final section, we'll summarize our main points and offer some final thoughts. Now that we've covered everything from finding affordable flights to cost-effective activities, let's talk about saving money on food and drink. Dining out can be a significant expense during any vacation, but there are ways to enjoy the delicious Caribbean cuisine without breaking the bank. One of the best ways to save money on food is to eat where the locals eat. Avoid tourist hotspots and seek out small, local restaurants and cafes. These places often offer the best and most authentic cuisine at a fraction of the price of more touristy restaurants. Another tip is to take advantage of happy hour specials and drink deals. Many bars and restaurants in the Caribbean offer happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. This can be a great way to enjoy some of the more expensive items on the menu without paying full price. Consider also exploring the local street food scene. Street vendors and food trucks often offer delicious and affordable snacks and meals. Just be sure to choose vendors with high-quality food and hygiene standards. And finally, don't be afraid to cook some meals yourself. If you're staying in an Airbnb or vacation rental with a kitchen, consider making some of your own meals. This can be a fun and cost-effective way to experience the local markets and grocery stores. By following these tips and strategies, you can enjoy the delicious Caribbean cuisine without breaking the bank. And with that, we've covered everything you need to know to plan a cheap Caribbean vacation. In the final section, we'll summarize our main points and offer some final thoughts. In this video, we've covered everything you need to know to plan a cheap Caribbean vacation. We started by discussing the appeal of Caribbean vacations and the benefits of choosing a budget-friendly option. We then provided tips for finding affordable flights and strategies for saving money on airfare. Next, we gave an overview of cost-effective activities in the Caribbean and tips for enjoying the local culture and attractions without spending a fortune. Finally, we discussed strategies for saving money on food and drink in the Caribbean. We hope you found these tips helpful and informative. If you did, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a comment below. We love hearing from our viewers and are always looking for feedback and ideas for new videos. Remember, a cheap Caribbean vacation doesn't mean sacrificing fun and adventure. With some planning and creativity, you can have an amazing vacation without breaking the bank. We hope you enjoy your next Caribbean adventure, and thank you for watching.